one slice from me and it's see you later.
Chester's my name, and I like food. Like to squeeze bad guys with my wrestling moves. My name is Angus. Gus to my pals. I'll make anything into an arsenal.
Cornelius is my name, Samurai's my thing. Fight like a warrior, sing like the king.
They call me Cliff, and I like to climb. Put the drop on bad dudes anytime.
We're the Stone Protectors.
Our stones of power glow.
Alright, hey guys, and welcome back, as this week I'm taking a look at a weird and wacky toy line from the 90s, the Stone Protectors. The Stone Protectors were first produced in 1993 by small toy manufacturer Ace Novelty Company. The idea behind the figures was a spin-off of the original Good Luck Troll dolls from the 1960s, but with a more modern Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles inspired look and feel to it. The figures were the same height as their TMNT counterparts and came complete with crazy colored hair, extreme personalities, and wacky brightly colored weapons and accessories. The backstory to the figures is they were once a terrible rock band that came across the magic power stones that turned the band members into trolls, giving them superpowers and somehow also making them better musicians. They fight the evil Zoc and Zinc, who hate loud noise and want to get rid of music everywhere. There were 7 figures released in 2 waves, as well as a line of vehicles. The figures were Clifford, the radical rock climber and drummer of the band; Cornelius, a samurai ninja with a voice like Elvis, who's the band's lead singer; Maxwell, an extreme thrill-seeking rollerblader, who's also the band's lead guitarist; Angus, a soldier who's always ready for action and is the band's keyboard player; and Chester, a pro wrestler who loves food and is the band's saxophone player. Then we have Zoc, the evil leader whose sensitive hearing makes him hate loud sounds of all kinds, especially rock music, and his loyal henchman Zinc, the horrible hatchet man, ready to take down the Stone Protectors. There was also a second wave released in 1994, the Stone Protector Sports Heroes, which saw 2 new villains released, Sucker Puncher, a pro boxer, and Tackle Jackal, a football player. There were 5 vehicles released, which were the Anti-Aircraft Barbecue, the Hang Glider Bomber, the Mortar-Launching Golf Cart, the Mow & Surf Attack Scooter, and the Recon Dynacopter. There was even a promotion ran by fast food chain Long John Silver's, where you could get one of 5 Stone Protectors minifigures. They even had their own board game too, The Battle Against Zoc, based off the toy's storyline and characters. Like all things in the 1990s, no toy line would be complete without its own cartoon, and the Stone Protectors had theirs too. Short-lived though it was, with its debut episode, Forged in Fire, in fall of 1993.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
We're the Stone Protectors. Our stones of power glow.
We're the band knows how to rock. Lots of flash, lots of sock. Don't make fool by his handsome bunch. Cause it back and really punch.
Stone Protectors.
Don't you know?
Stone Protectors.
Our stones of power glow. I'm Maxwell, and I rip on lead guitar, killer licks. I'm Cliff, and I scale the drums. Let's get vertical, have some fun.
I'm Angus on keyboard and I can lay back, but it's great to riff with a fast attack.
Me, I'm Chester on electric bass, thumping licks all over the place.
I'm Cornelius, the singer, front of the band, got a voice that's a stun. Yeah!
Looking tan.
We're the Stone Protectors. Now you know.
Stone Protectors.
Our stones of power glow.
There was also a 4-part comic book series produced by Harvey Comics, loosely based on the TV show, and believe it or not, the Stone Protectors even had their own video game, released for the Super Nintendo in America, the Super Famicom in Japan, and a prototype for the Sega Genesis, which was never released, although there was a Kickstarter to produce it independently. The Stone Protectors did fairly well, considering they were a flash-in-the-pan toy line made by a toy company no one had ever heard of, designed to gain popularity by mimicking the success of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. However, by the end of 1994, Ace Novelty Company just couldn't compete with the TMNT juggernaut and discontinued the line, sending the Stone Protector Trolls back under their bridge.
Alright guys, so now let's take a look at some of the Stone Protectors figures and accessories that I have here. Now, unfortunately, I only have the one figure, and that is Chester, the pro wrestler. I do have a bunch of different accessories that go to the other figures, but he is the only figure that I have, although he is 100% complete, I have to say, so that's really cool to take a look at him with everything that he's supposed to have. But let's check out some of these crazy accessories first. This belongs to Angus, and this is a little orange ice cream cone. And I guess it's supposed to be like a grenade or something? I don't really get how this is a weapon, but really goofy, really silly. That's why I love this line. It's such a wacky crossover between like part Masters of the Universe, part Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then we have, this is Maxwell's sword. And also, this is his guitar, but there's a little bit of confusion because in the cartoon they show Chester being the lead guitarist, although this is the bass, so technically this is just the bass guitar. But they show him using it, but this is supposed to be Maxwell's, I believe. And then Cliff, the drummer, this is part of his climbing gear, his plunger, that he uses to climb up tall buildings and other stuff that he's climbing. And then we have Zink, Zock's henchman. This is his staff. That's really cool. Kind of reminds me of like Skeletor's Havoc staff or something. Really neat. So these are really fun, brightly colored, goofy, wacky accessories, which is just one thing I love about this line. And talking about goofy accessories, man, let's take a look at Chester here, and wow, he is just wild. I mean, look at just everything going on with the mohawk, his wrestling outfit. Let's take his accessories away from him for just a second, and we can take a look at the base figure. And look at that awesome mohawk. Man, that is just like, we are Sparta! Like, that is awesome. He's got this crazy purple cape going on here, too, so he's like Scareglow? Like, did he borrow this from Scareglow? Very crazy. He's got this great mask with this goofy grin and this big gold earring on the side. There's some pretty decent articulation overall, where you can move the arms left and right, just like your Ninja Turtles, you know? And they move up and down like that. The head turns. The legs move a little bit. And there's one feature that I completely forgot to mention in the other part of my review, and that's when you turn their arms, there's stones in the middle of his chest. Of course, the rest of his wrestling outfit, the yellow pads and these great spiked arm bracelets and the great red boots and yellow knee pads. But when you turn their right arm, their center stone will actually glow. Like it'll do... Let's see if we can see it here. There we go. You'll see there's a flint and it actually activates. And it makes all their stones give off like a little spark. And that's a really, really cool feature. And it's a shame that these toys didn't do well back in the 90s, but it's just, you know, you really can't compete with TMNT. And look at these crazy weapons he has here. This thing is so insane. Like, it's this crazy hookup of, like, all these different types of phones. Like, there's a dial to a rotary phone. I love the bright orange color. He's got the receiver. I guess that probably goes to the rotary phone. And then there's this, like, corded, like, digital phone, and, like, half of it's bitten off. Like, did he take a bite out of that, or just broken from a junkyard? And it looks like it's supposed to be, like, nunchucks or something. He's got, like, this lead pipe handle. And, like, this is crazy. That is absolutely one of the wackiest weapons, like, I have seen just anywhere. And it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Just imagining him, like, attacking, you know, Zock and Zink or whatever with that. What a crazy... Like, I haven't even seen a weapon that crazy in, like, TMNT. And then this, I believe, I don't have the card, but I believe this is actually called his battle sax, because you have, like, this blade, you know, on the end, so get it, you know. This is saxophone, battle axe, battles, yeah, you know, that's a bad pun. But it's still a really cool, really creative looking, little accessory. I mean, considering where these came from, and I think that's kind of why they didn't do too well, because they just had that stigma with the older Troll toys, and just, you know, they didn't really mesh well with, you know, everybody. If you're a fan of G.I. Joe and stuff, it's like, I don't know, they didn't catch on that well, but I think it was a really good attempt at trying to market these toys and give them some really cool accessories and some really neat features, especially with like the little, you know, their Power Stone glowing, you know, when you turn their arm. That's really neat. They really have a lot of crazy fun stuff going on with them. I think they're a really interesting but unfortunately failed toy line. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for my review today of the Stone Protectors. I hope you enjoyed this wacky, far-out line that's, you know, a cross between anything and everything, really. I mean, you know, it's practically a cross between, you know, like the LJN WWF wrestling figures, Masters of the Universe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, it's just a cross between everything. And then, not to mention, just the trolls themselves, just totally far out there and crazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this fun, wacky review today, and I will see you guys back here next week for another review. Take care.
Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time.